What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. And y'all, this day, I felt like cooking. I really felt like cooking. Like normally, I make my meals here and there, but when it gets to like those big meals where I'll be cooking from scratch. Um, Lately, it has been like I've been picking and choosing when I want to kind of do it. So this day, I just was like, I feel like making some soul food, and y'all, here we are. So, first y'all see me just put the noodles into boiling water and I added some chicken bouillon cubes. Or chicken bouillon, they wasn't the cubes, but whatever you have. Here I am making the bread. So, y'all, I'm making this bread from scratch. Now, it was good. However, um, it's almost been a year that I've been in this place. And I don't have all of my stuff. I still have some of my stuff in storage, and I just like the storage is so far from where I am because I was out of state. And so I'm saying that to say I don't have some of the things that I need to cook, and I'll be like I don't want to go buy another one because I already have it. So until I can get my behind down to the other state to get the rest of my stuff, I just make it work. I just make it work. Like you see me using this spoon. I have a spatula, but I don't. It's in storage, y'all. Um, so I'm just making what I have work, really, y'all. That's it. So I am mixing this now with this spoon. I just added butter in there. I can actually try to list everything in the description. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll add everything into the description because me trying to follow and tell y'all everything that I added and I can't even really see would be crazy. But I'll just have for everything that I made, I will put the seasonings and things that I use to make everything in the description box. And the reason why I mentioned the dishes anyway because like I have a long dish that these rolls could have went in that I think the outcome would have been better, but I don't have it here with me, and I had to put it in like a circle dish. And while it still worked. It didn't come out as I expected. They were still good though. Now, let me let you know. I heated these bad boys up. It is something about if y'all are like, let me know if y'all like me in the comments below. But it's something about a piece of bread and a piece of warm bread and some butter. Ooh, when I tell y'all this food was so good. Oh my goodness, this food was so good. My kids tore it down. And one thing about my kids, because they love some sweet stuff. The yams go first. Like it gets crazy. They either want extra, like once they finish their plate, they either want extra mac and cheese or they want extra yams. If not both. Um so yeah, them yams, they don't stand a chance. Now, I did do portion control this night. Normally I do portion control anyway, but this night I really like gave them a lot or enough and told them we gonna have leftovers for tomorrow because it was kind of late when I got finished doing everything. Cause I'm a last minute type of person. I needed to stop, but from that I didn't want the dinner was already gonna be kind of heavy, so I just didn't want it to be too heavy with them adding more and more on. When they just eating just to eat, you know how kids get. Y'all not hungry. If you didn't have the plate you had, you're not hungry. You just want to eat. Um, But yeah, y'all. So y'all see me. After I had did the mixture for the bread, I had put that to the side. You gotta let it rise. I added the noodles, added butter and a couple of seasonings to the pan, and then while I let that sit, I'm going to cut this cheese up. Now, y'all, I sometimes do this so like differently. I either shred my cheese. I don't have my shredder. Like it's crazy. I'm so mad I got all this stuff in storage, y'all. Like I really need to figure it out. Um, but this just me cutting up the cheese. Now, y'all, look, this is my stainless steel cutting board. I've been wanting a cutting board for so long because I don't know. I don't really like those wooden ones for some reason. And I was trying to look up the best ones. They said stainless steel is good, but it just dull your knives. But I have a knife sharpener. So I just feel like if that's the only issue, then I'm cool. Like, and it's really big. I got it. Where did I get it from? I think I got it from AliExpress. It's huge too. I really like it because it gives me enough room to like do everything on. So after I cut that cheese up into the little chunks, then I added my egg as a binder, and then I'm just adding the cheese in. Um, and y'all, for the seasonings that I use, I did use a tad bit of paprika. I used some garlic powder and then some chicken bouillon. I've been kind of experimenting with my mac and cheeses. This one really came out really good too. My next one, well, when I get my shredder, I'm going to definitely shred the cheese up again just to see how it comes out. But the flavor be there, y'all. Like I know, you know what I'm saying? I know sometimes you want things to look a certain type of way, but this to me looked really good and the flavor was there. So that's all that matters to me. So yeah, so once I add my cheeses and kind of just figure out and what cheeses did I use? I think it was sharp cheddar, yellow and white, and then I did Colby Jack. Sometimes I'll use Gouda. I just kind of used what I had. I didn't really go shopping for this. I already had all of this stuff in the house with me. So here goes my evaporated milk. So I'm just pulling the noodles and stuff back to see if it's enough. Like if you can see the milk, how I was taught is if you can see the milk, then it's enough. When you pull the noodles back, you see the milk, then it's enough. If you can't, pour some more. And you probably can't see it from that angle, but this is a deeper pan. So it was a lot of noodles and cheese and stuff in there. So that's why when you see me do it, I had just wind up adding more of that evaporated milk. And then this, I just had cheddar and I did Colby Jack. Sometimes I'll do mozzarella. Love you too. Sometimes I'll do mozzarella. Sorry, y'all, that was my son. He be randomly saying he love me, and if I don't say it back, he will keep saying it. He will keep saying it. So I'm like, hold on, I gotta say this. Why I kind of got quiet. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so I just added all of that, and then I put some butter in there so that it will stop the cheese from sticking to the foil. And then y'all, this is me now. While I put that in the oven at 350, this is me now cutting the yams, the potatoes, slicing them too. Y'all, I have a slicer, a peeler. I'm saying slicer, a peeler is in my storage. I'm like, oh my goodness. Um, So yeah, y'all, this is just me peeling it the old-fashioned way and then cutting them up. And my yams, sometimes I'm trying to like experiment with these too as well. Not too much, just to give like just to test out different flavors and stuff, like just to see what goes well. Like one time I put what did I put in there? Pineapple juice. I liked it, but I like it better with the orange juice. So I put orange juice in mine as well. You'll see when I make the sauce to go on top. I like mine better with the orange juice. The kids did like it with pineapple, but I think they like it better with the orange juice too. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't be measuring nothing, y'all. So I'm just gonna put like what the only thing I measured for real was the stuff for the bread because I don't make bread from scratch that often. And I know if you don't have the exact measurement, sometimes, something it could throw it off. But as far as like the seasonings and all of that stuff, I don't really measure like that. Not too often. So I'm just gonna put in the description box what I use. Um, and yeah, so I love cooking though, y'all. This is like cooking is like a love language for me. And it's really not that deep. It's only that deep like as far as like it being such a hassle when you got so many other things to do. Some days obviously people don't feel like cooking. Like I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for the most part, I could cook like this pretty often. Not for the restaurant or nothing like that, but for my family and stuff, I really like it's soothing. Just sitting in the kitchen cooking. It really I really enjoy it. Let me put it like that. So here you see me making the sauce. So I just added butter to a pot. Again, I don't even know how much butter that is. And I'm just gonna let that burn down. And then I'm gonna start adding like my sugars and stuff. Um So yeah, I'm at my cinnamon, my other seasonings, some sugar. I add both sugar. I add white sugar and brown sugar. My brown sugar was a clump. You know what? I wonder why that gets like that. Like, why does brown sugar gets clumpy like that, but white sugar doesn't? I should look that up. But anyway, clean as you go, y'all, because it's starting to get a little messy. I don't play like that. And then I do add heavy cream in here too. And I forgot where I seen this from because I've made yams so many times, and I used to not use cream, but now I do, and I really like how it tastes with the I really like how it tastes with the heavy cream, the heavy whipping cream. So I'm just adding as I go, like, more of whatever I feel like should be added in it. And then kind of just letting that simmer a little bit, get all incorporated. I did add an extra piece of butter. So with that extra piece of butter, I want to get that all the way melted down. And then that's my orange. I thought I was going to show it in the video, but I guess I didn't. Um, and once again, I'm just mixing it. And then this is going to be poured right over them yams, y'all. When I tell you, mm-mm-mm. This food is so good. I love me some soul food. I love me a good soul food plate. Like I said, I don't mind cook. If I'm gonna cook this type of food, it's gonna have to be on the weekdays, because you know what I mean, the weekends, because the weekdays just be filled with so much stuff with the kids and school and work and all of that. I normally don't do it like that, but this day I just had the urge to kind of cook. I don't know what it was. So yeah, here you see me pouring all of this over the yams, and then I'm just gonna mix that in, make sure all of the pieces get coated with that sauce. Y'all, and my kids was waiting. They was waiting. They was like, "Mommy," they was bugging me though, I ain't gonna lie. "Mommy, is the food done yet?" They was so hungry. And I got started, I wanna say like 5 something. So it was kinda late. We didn't eat till almost, I wanna say 8:45. But I timed it pretty well, so it wasn't too bad. Um yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but it was pretty good. Um and then after I let that bread sit, I am now putting out the oh, look at that. Oh, I think I did so good. Yo, I really don't make bread from scratch. That's something that I really want to start doing. Because I make a lot of the stuff, like my meals are from scratch anyway. Like it's not really box meals and stuff like that, or frozen dinners and all that. I don't even buy that. But I really want to start like making danishes and stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know. I used to bake too, y'all. I used to be baking. I made this cake one time, and I made it was an iPhone cake for somebody. Well, I was going to do the iPhone cake for somebody, and I made the iPhone apps, and y'all, it never happened. So I that just went to nothing. But anyway, I really did really good. This was back in, like, I want to say like 2012, 2013. Child, I was just in there getting to it. But as y'all can see, I'm just rolling these up, and to make them even, I just use my 3 fingers to try to make them as even as possible. Um, Now I ain't gonna lie though, they came out looking a little crazy, and I was having to take like pieces from one because like they weren't all even, so I was taking little pieces from some of the bigger ones and adding it to the other ones. So at the end result kind of looks crazy. I did do a egg wash on top of these once I put them in the oh Jesus, I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry. The pan, like the baking pan, I did wind up, after I put them in the baking pan, you have to let them sit one more time and let them rise again. And I did do an egg wash. I don't think I showed that here. And y'all, I made string beans, well, canned string beans because it was getting late. So I was like, look, we got to get these canned ones. But for my canned ones, y'all, the canned ones are so easy. I think y'all seen me make these on yeah, I think I made them on my channel before. It's literally just butter, drain the string beans, put the canned string beans in there. I do pepper and I do chicken bouillon. When I tell you that like elevates the taste, it really does, rather than like a salt and a pepper. You can do a salt and pepper too. But for the most part, chicken bouillon and um pepper, Works every time. So you see I'm doing this with saran wrap. I'm gonna set that to the side. And that's just gonna be my I'm gonna let that rise while I get this flour together. So I did fry some chicken. I don't normally make fried chicken. I usually do baked chicken. We try to stay away from the fried foods. The only thing I really kind of fry is fish and turkey chops. But other than that, we do mainly baked stuff. So I just added flour, cornstarch, and then all the seasonings that I'm using for my chicken, I am putting in here, and then I'm gonna mix that up, put that to the side while I then prepare the chicken. Um, but yeah, I used to bake, I used to cook, so like, well, I still cook, but I really want to get into like I said, making some breads and stuff like danishes and cinnamon rolls and just different types of bread. I want to try to do like sandwich bread. Um, what other rolls? I just want to kind of just experiment with some other things. So I'm gonna get into that pretty soon because I love when I be watching those videos and I be seeing people make bread. I love bread, and I know it's not all the way good for you, but a good piece of warm bread with somebody, y'all. Whoo, whoo, whoo. I don't have it often, but baby, when I have it, it'd be good. So here I'm just cutting the tips off of the chicken. I don't eat them. My kids don't eat them, so it also helps me like when I do this when I'm baking them. It also helps, and I'm plucking the feathers and stuff off. But it also helps when I'm putting them on my sheet pan because it gives me more room. But I'm just taking the little parts off that needs to be cut, or just the little yellow things before I add my lemon juice and my vinegar, and then I'm gonna rinse these off, wash these off, and then I'm gonna pat them dry, oil them down, and season them up. Yes, y'all. And when I say I was so tired, child, once I got done cooking all of this, I was like, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to go to bed. And one thing I cannot stand touching chicken with my bare hands. I do not like it. Really, any meat. So I gotta keep me some gloves on deck because I don't know. It's just like the feel of it. I don't really be liking it on my hands. Seasonings is the same ones that I use for the flour, as you can see. And I had to condense this down to like 20 minutes, y'all. This whole me cooking this whole thing, I mean, it took more than an hour, but me recording it was an hour. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way we finna sit here for an hour. But I'm hoping y'all enjoying it so far. Listen, I can watch cooking videos all day. I can watch crime shows all day. I can watch law stuff all day. Makeup videos all day. HGTV. Like, I don't know. I really just like being um creative in a sense, and I feel like sometimes with cooking, cooking can give you creativity as well. Even though you might be following like, in the beginning, like when you're first learning how to cook, you can be following some recipes. Once you get to like the gist of cooking, you can kind of add your little own take to it, and I think that's the part that I love, because you experiment. Like, this life, we have free will, y'all. Like, do what you want, and I enjoy using part of my free will for cooking things that we like to eat. Again, we don't eat this often, but when we do, we really enjoy it. So here, just adding that chicken, went straight from the bowl to the flour right into the hot oil. And when I tell y'all, when I say tore this chicken up, uh, it was nice and crispy. We tore this chicken right on up. Now, this is my finished mac and cheese. I am just showing you how it looks in the inside. When I tell you it was so good, it's so flavorful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish that cheese pull was a little better though. If I had some mozzarella, it would have been. But nonetheless, it was good. Here go the yams. These bad boys was done too. They was good. This is me adding some butter. So see, this is how I did it in this pan. I didn't like it like this, if I'm being honest. I wish I had my other pan, but it still was good, y'all. That was some butter. And it's just me cutting the little rolls parts out. And I tried to like grab the top, but these things were still so hot. Look, fingers is burning. But it was so good, y'all. Here go the finished chicken, and then here go the plate all together. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video, whatever that may be. Thanks for watching.